So I bought this Rogue. Um, it's the Series 3 base. It's the LX like B something or other. Anyway, it's kind of a neat base. I set this thing up already to the best that as much as I could. And the action is still way off the fretboard for my taste. Like that probably some people probably don't wouldn't care, but for me that's high action. That looks, but the thing with this, I'm not really sure what's going on with this. Like if you look at that, doesn't that almost look like that's not a perfectly flat fretboard? Like I'll make it flat with the screen here so you can see. But you see how that almost like dips down and races back up after it gets past the heel? I'm not really sure. But I'm going to go ahead and, I'll give it some relief later when I get a chance. And then also, I've got to lower this pickup because I don't know if you can see it from this side, but you can see from this side though. See that? See how high that pickup is on the bass side, and just in general, like that bridge pickup is up way too high. You just even touch the string, it touches the pickup. But definitely, I mean, I lowered the saddles pretty low. They still have quite a bit of room though. Like there's still a lot of room that I can, as far as lowering them down further. I don't know if you can see. There's a guy at my church gig who has a Ibanez. I think it's another Geo bass, but it's got action about this high, maybe a little higher. But on that bass, if you try to slap, you can't even do it. But yeah, I mean, it plays good enough now that I could probably pull off playing it, but not good enough that I would choose to bring this right now instead of my Sadowski as a backup bass, even though the Sadowski is not a backup bass, it's a main instrument, and I don't want to drag it along with me everywhere. It stays in a flight case, like a real heavy duty molded flight case, and that means I've got to stack all my guitars together in the car and kind of shove them all in there to get to go somewhere when I really don't want to have to do that. So that's why I got this. And, so yeah, so this is a pretty cool thing. I don't really particularly like the headstock. I think I'll probably put a tuner on it, because nobody's going to look at that and see the word Rogue like from a distance. But if I put a tuner, clip-on tuner on there, it's just going to look like, you're going to think it's a pretty good bass. And yeah, but here's what it sounds like again. I don't have it plugged in or anything, but have to play it with a little bit of labor, I mean, it's good enough. It's about what I've been playing. When I was growing up, I always played a bass that probably had action like this or higher, but and then I'll probably, just because I'm so used to having strings that are either worn in or having nickel strings, I'll probably just put like a little bit of fretboard conditioner on this so that it doesn't feel like I'm grinding my hands against sandpaper when I'm playing these. But once I get that action down lower, it won't feel like a chore to play this thing. Hopefully this told you something about the Rogue Series 3, those cheap basses on Musician's Friend, or in this case Guitar Center, which is the same. They're synonymous. They both, the online Guitar Center and online Musician's Friend, all have the same items listed. So super cool. Super cool bass. Kind of hard to see the whole metal flake kind of sparkly kind of thing going on in the white, but that is kind of cool. And this will look great on stage, honestly. This will look really cool. And it's gonna sound good too. I'm gonna make it sound good. All right.